The warm weather is coming, and we all know what that means. What's up, blind viewers? How's everybody doing today? That's right, warm weather is on its way, and yeppers, we all know what that means, right? The weather is getting warmer, and yeah, we all know what that means. Of course we do. Yes, the nomads are thinking about leaving Arizona and Florida. They are gonna spread out a bit, and most will head to, you know, the Northwest, Washington, Oregon, places like that. A few will venture off and will go places here on the East Coast, like Maine. But that's not what I'm referring to. And yes, the flowers and trees will bloom and make me sneeze. That's not it either. Now, what I'm talking about is people. People will be going outside. Now, of course, some have been out and about the whole time, but in some parts of the country, people stay in during the cold, snowy winters. But, like ticks and clouds of gnats, the criminals come out in swarms. Being pent up all winter, they emerge with stored up energy and the need to disrupt. It's happened every year for as long as I can remember. Places like New York, Baltimore, Chicago, and LA, they erupt with violence. Is it the heat that makes some explode in rampage of uncivilized behavior? Is it all the pent-up energy of the winter? Well, maybe, just maybe, they're like squirrels, and they need to store up stolen goods and blood of others to get them through the next long, cold winter. Whatever it is, it's that time of year again, folks. Now, what was once the quiet and serenity of a snow-covered street will now flow with thumping bass and buzzing license plates as music blasts out from the downed car windows. Peaceful nights will now be filled with shots, screams, and sirens. The school buses will no longer plug the streets and slow traffic, but those kids that were once in school will now fill street corners and parks. A drug deal gone wrong or just a side-eye look, that's all it's going to take to set somebody off, and fists and bullets will fly. The smell of barbecue and the chatter of a gathering will be interrupted by gunfire. That's right. Now, this all happens normally in places and even around here. Again, as long as I can remember, this has happened every spring. But now, let's add the fact that we are in the middle of a pandemic still. We've had lockdowns, travel bans, businesses were closed, toilet paper and food shortages. Aww. It's going to be even worse. And if you have any doubt, let me remind you to look towards the summer of love up there in the Northwest. Yeah, remember that madness? Remember that madness? Now, we also have the fact that some states have got on board with this Defunded Police nonsense. Now, when there's an incident like the one that just happened in Maryland, the situation will get out of hand. Now, in Baltimore last weekend, hundreds of people were at a park having barbecues, having a good old time, you know, enjoying the nice weather. It's time to get out. We can get out. We can go do things. We still have to social distance and blah, 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 but we can go out. And half the people don't social distance anyway. But anyway, now the barbecue gatherings in the park, it ended with over 70 shell casings being found and multiple people shot. Now, amongst all this, the big problem was response time was slow, even for the EMS. Defunding has not helped the situation at all. Probably made it worse. Now, this is just the beginning. We have the entire season yet for this to ramp up and get even worse. Now, if you're brave enough, keep an eye on the news. Look at the murder rates and the stats for some of these cities. ahead, but only if you're brave enough, if you dare. Now, the only good thing about the defunding the police and the slow response time is now a cop won't show up and see someone with a gun shooting at another person and be vilified for doing his job. I hope the social workers that take over for the cops, I hope they have better luck. And when this all kicks off, you don't have the orange guy to blame this time. This is BlindViews, and that's the way I see it.
What we do here is go back.